Hey, I'm Michael with Megatech News. We're here at PAX Prime 2012 in Seattle. We're going to check out some of the latest and greatest games and accessories on tablets, Ultrabooks, and more.
This is the Moga mobile gaming system, and this works with Bluetooth-enabled Android devices 2.3 and above, so both smartphones and tablets. If you're going to use your smartphone, it has a flip-up arm here. This extends up to 82 millimeters wide, so it'll fit like a Samsung Note. Of course, you can always fold it up and use it with your tablet as well. The mobile gaming system, what's unique about it is that we've been working with developers, so we created an SDK kit so that they could take code, just copy and paste it in, and shaves a lot of time off their development time. Just makes it a lot more easier to port their games over. The other thing we've got is the Moga Pivot app, which will help you find games. So it scours Google Play and pulls the games in that will be Moga enhanced. And then of course we've got this great controller.
Yeah. And I noticed that the controller is very close to what people would expect from coming from the console. So if you're coming from a 360 or a PS3, has like the dual thumbsticks and the face buttons, everything.
Exactly, dual analog sticks. We wanted to make sure that we gave people the full 360 range of motion, and you got sensitivity. It's not necessarily button mapping, it's not on, off, left, right, and we want to make sure that you're getting that console quality experience while you're playing games on your mobile device.
So as far as the publishers and the games that you know are already supporting Moga, what are some of the games that we can expect?
We've been working with Gameloft, Sega, Namco Bandai, Atari, and a ton more. With Gameloft, we've got like Modern Combat 3 we're working on, and Asphalt Adrenaline, and a whole bunch of other games that we're getting ready to announce here in probably the next month or so.
Yeah, that's great. So one last thing, how much is it going to cost, and when should we expect it?
Gotcha. We're looking at about an October release date. We haven't quite firmed up the pricing details yet, but it's going to be very competitively priced, perfect for a holiday gift, and probably something very similar to like a first-party controller.
I remember growing up, one of my favorite games was Street Fighter 2, and I got it for the Super Nintendo. I thought that I could recreate the arcade experience with the Super Advantage on display here at the Digital Game Museum at PAX, and it was terrible. But you know what? You can have real arcade sticks at home now, thanks to companies like Mad Catz, so let's have a look. They got the brand new Tekken Tag 2 stick.
We worked very closely with Namco Bandai for this, especially with the Tekken project team. We wanted to come up with a special arcade stick, not just for the fans of the game, but also for the hardcore gaming community. So we came out with this Tournament Edition S Plus. Now the S Plus, obviously the name lends itself to having an advantage over the original Tournament Edition S. So what we did is we listened to the fan feedback. We noted a lot of people wanted to add like some kind of more stability when you play on your lap. So we added a foam area for the backwards, so it's more comfort when you play. Comes with an additional artwork piece. It's not just an extra piece of artwork. Actually, it's a quick install artwork piece. You can just plop it right on top of where it is. You don't have to take out the buttons or take out the stick like you would when you traditionally mod a stick. And other than that, it has all the great components that everyone knows and loves from the TE sticks. We have Somno parts. We're using the Namco Noir layout. So this is very true to the arcade feel.
As expected, 360 and PS3, of course.
360 and PS3, and actually we're going to be doing it for the Wii U as well.
Oh, for the Wii U as well. That's fantastic. And MSRP would be?
They're going to be 160, and they're going to be coming out later this year.
You know, console gamers and PC gamers aren't so separate. You got a company like Razer, you normally think about them from the PC gaming perspective, but they're apparently working on an arcade stick that might work with consoles too. We'll be learning more about that in the next little while, but it just goes to show you, gamers are gamers, and they want to play wherever they can. Conventionally think about PC gaming, most people think about a desktop PC, a full tower with a big monitor, but we're moving more towards gaming notebooks for gaming on the go, and now even into Ultrabooks. Can you talk a little bit about that kind of progression?
It's a little tougher to kind of carry around some of these bigger desktops. So what people like to do is they really like to go gaming, gaming on the go rather. And so thinner and lighter is one of those things that we're kind of big on. It's not just advancements in the our core processors, but also within the graphics side of the things. Basically, graphics on the chipset is getting better and better over time. Other aspects that kind of tie into this are your solid state drives or your SSDs. So again, it's that package. So all these pieces coming together allow us to get thinner, lighter form factors. And the best part is you can take this and you can pretty much game anywhere you want to, and I myself am a big proponent of gaming wherever you like.
Yeah, because then with a desktop, you're stuck to one physical location. So especially moving towards SSDs and lower voltage processing, you get great battery life.
Yep. Exactly. So one of the things I like to do is, it's one thing to say it, but I have to kind of live that. I'll play games like WoW or Skyrim or whatever in airports. I know it may sound crazy, but I've actually I've connected to WoW using the in-flight go-go service. I'm not joking, on a trip to DC. I love the fact that in these thinner, lighter form factors, you get to game on your terms. And I think that's really what it's all about.
That sounds great. It sure sounds like a lot more fun than those boring in-flight magazines, that's for sure. So with Windows 8 right around the corner, we're going to have the power of an Ultrabook in a tablet form. What's that going to bring? I guess we'll have to stay tuned to find out. So that concludes our coverage here at PAX Prime 2012. This is the kind of place where they've got all kinds of games for all kinds of gamers. This is a place you need to be. I'm Michael Kwan with Megatech News. We'll see you next time.